Stay. What's good, y'all? We are here. It's the reflector, here to reflect. In this case, I'm here to project what y'all ain't seeing. You know what I'm saying? In this case, but same slogan though. But happy home placement within the intentions, world, planet, worldview, energy sector, Mars. You know what I'm saying? Water cycle influence. It is back in home Aries. So whatever you want to do, whatever goal you have, make sure you set forth of that in your own individual way, because everybody has their own alignment and their own perspective. But you need to do as what God's telling you, or do as what the bigger world is telling you, because you're only one thing within the whole thing. So go ahead and shout out to me for my readings. Go ahead and check my readings out. I have a lot of different types, and I even accept what a person would want to know specifically. But that's really only for people that are already into astrology, because if not, then you're gonna go what I tell you. This is the reflector. Let's get into it. Today we are speaking on why humans, or why we all over time, whether good or bad. So for example bad could be a person did just kill their fucking family or something, right? Shit, you can even look at it in a even though this personification, but when they make animation shows, and if you know anything about Naruto, everybody wanted to know why the fuck did Itachi do that shit. So they seen what he did, so it's not what he did, it's kind of how he came to that conclusion, or what was he meaning to do. Basically premeditated, what was in his mind. So when we're talking about meaning, we're basically saying it's something that you on the inside are trying to direct. Just like the mean, the median, and then the something. So the mean, I think, is like the beginning or something like that. The median is something in the middle. So, or like, I think the mean is like the either the lessest number or the highest. Either way, why on the bad side, like I said, like court, that you go to court and everyone wants to see the means. Even if you're not in the court, you're in the comments, or you're on social media, or you're just sitting back to yourself if you witnessed it, whether you commented or not. You like, well, goddamn, are you talking to it? You talking about it amongst people that you know, and you're like, damn, why the fuck would somebody do this? What motivated him, basically? See, means motivated, all is kind of correlated to the same thing when we talk about this flunked out justice system. So that's on the bad end. Now on the good end is, you can look at it like, oh, how did this person, now everybody's good and bad is different, but how did this person, why did this person, and how, and what was his true intention as to why he would sacrifice his life to go save somebody in a burdened building? You know what I'm saying? And maybe not so extreme. Let me use this example. You can ask why this person bought you this damn car or these clothes and stuff type shit. You know what I'm saying? So in the person's mind, the witnesses, the person that's actually got it received for them, like if I was the person that got the fucking car, I'd be like, well, damn, why would a person do this for me? What was in there? What was in your mind? You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of misconstrued how we done been kind of programmed and taught to think about stuff like that, because it's almost like, since we were like, okay, think about television. At the end of the day, everybody just wants to kind of like, if they could, and if they like somebody enough, or if they dislike somebody enough, or just depending on the person. Some people want to do this all the time. But basically, you want to take your fucking little mini mind and somehow put it inside of somebody else's to really see what they were going through. And if that wasn't true, when somebody died, we be wanting to do that shit. So that's like that's like the deepest transition, and all we can do is basically say, oh, I wish I would have known what he was thinking. Like, shout out to my lizard, shout out to De Niro. He's gone away from here for now. So his spirit and soul within that body gone. But that's like me saying, or I had the choice to think about, like, damn, why did this shit happen out of nowhere? Or why did he, because I'm smart enough and wise enough even though other humans are, they just kind of use it for selfish reasons. But you know that somebody knows, they don't know when they're gonna pass, but somebody knows that, damn, their time is coming. And you know, so they had some type of part in how they died. It's not like it just happened to them. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta let go for your soul to pass away. You know, like when you're trying to get revived, it's up to you to basically keep trying, keep trying. That's why they keep saying, keep staying with us, stay with us, stay with us. It don't mean stay conscious, which that's kind of what they be meaning, stay conscious. But really, it's saying even if you pass out, stay sane. That's why they even ask your name, because that's how you stay sane in this plane of existence. But I digress. Let's go back. So, what was I saying? So, for the most part, you know, yeah, we've been taught to pretty much think that we a goddamn fairy in somebody's head and we can see exactly premeditated what they were coming up with, or we are in a wishing mind state of something we passed over in the past, so now we're in the present and we be trying to go back in the past to see what we missed, basically, when sometimes it ain't none of that. It's just, you know, look at it for what it is in the moment. Look at it like, okay, this person did this. Put yourself in that state of being. I know we were taught to not think certain things because that's bad, but sometimes you just gotta. How do you think detectives like get to a conclusion? They start using like rationality and like experience as a combination, so they can be like, they're rational about the shit they know about and the shit people normally do in reality, but they also got experience where, depending on where things are, how things were wounded and all of that shit, that's how they can basically be like, oh, this was the means. And they basically just try to get into the criminal mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, get into a person's mind. Think about them words. So we was taught to really think, like I said, this Disney Channel, and you could be like SpongeBob when his ass went to sleep. Like in them old episodes, he went to sleep, and he was able to basically have his soul travel, or his perspective, his mini him, travel within other people's dreams and become a part of their dreams and live through it or witness their dreams until he gets kicked out. Like, ain't no real way that you can really see somebody's mind, but there's a way where I was explaining how detectives do it, or anybody, where you just weigh the odds on what you think versus reality versus your experience, like your own wisdom behind it, so you can kind of correlate it all together and just come up with the best hypothesis or the best assumption or the best prediction. And then from there, that's when they use the evidence. But sometimes it should be probably, no, that's not backwards actually. Well, actually, they you do it backwards. Like when they see a crime, they go backwards. They do the evidence first, and then they go to why a person did it. The only time, or the means behind why a person was motivated to do this, whatever. But the other times it's just more about, what's it called? Shit, why a person was motivated. God damn it. Basically, otherwise they wouldn't want to know why a person was. No, okay. If they didn't see no evidence, right, they're gonna automatically go towards, okay. They actually still go to reality because they ask you questions first and then they're going off of assumptions. So if you've seen Criminal Minds, they ask the question. If there's no evidence, they ask the questions first, then they go. So either way, see, this is how you know the world backwards. But I was trying to give it to them. I thought they did the means behind it, so they would probably like assess the situation and then look at the evidence. But the most they do that is when they give the whole template, when they're getting told what mission they need to go on to kind of solve the case. That's probably the only overall shit that they see. AKA, they're supposed to think about that, like, okay, what's my experience, but also what's the, logic behind it too. But really, like I said, you're supposed to look at it like just from your own space, see what you allow and don't, but be like nothing, be like God, be like nothing, make it into something. So if I know a situation happened to something, all you can do is put your state of being within how you believe, or you're projecting, or you're seeing, or you're trying to like the image, not like it, but you're trying to be like the image in some way by even accessing that world. So the people that's religious and they be trying to figure out, like, I don't know, are God gonna do this? I don't know what got into his mind. You're just basically saying you're opposed against anything. Hold on, Amelia. Wait, baby. Come here. You're just opposed against anything that got something to do with what you just don't believe. But God said, bitch, don't stay on one side of anything. You gotta be all possible. You gotta be all possible. You know what I'm saying? Stay. Keep your legs right there, bitch. Nigga, go back, bitch. Don't climb up here, Amelia. Don't climb up here. All right, down. All done. So, Amelia, all done. Amelia. Oh my God, dude. Girl. She'll let you pee out in the front. Oh. Look at you. Look at her looking at the screen. You see that? Y'all see that? Unless she was looking over there. She know I'm doing something. All right. So to wrap this shit up, because I got to do another live. So wrap this shit up. Humans enjoy, entertain, want, need, want to learn, want to see what we can do better for next time, or come up with certain stipulations or certain like schools or a center where it's like a program where, you know, it can fix the problem. So this is how the world wants to, you know, pretty much confine all of those things. And that's the world. And then as a human, we need to know the unknown as much as it is unseen, and it's only based on faith. And a lot of humans need to see it and then they'll believe it. So they don't go internal, they don't believe it, and then they'll see whatever you're believing, because it's like, whatever you're seeing, didn't that come from? How did you even develop over time? How you seen that? But you think whatever you just saw, now you're gonna come up with a new thing, or you're gonna come up with something that fits you at the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. You're supposed to have it all the time, but this is why we're trained to just take what they give us. Oh, go through the whatever they be posting to us, the news, whether it's somebody getting killed or a damn celebrity that just like got big because of something, or something just got found out. You know what I'm saying? Like this stupid ass beef with these rap niggas, right? So, like I said, humans, we don't know the unknown, but you have discernment for your own space, what you allow in or out, whether it's thoughts, feelings, trauma, guilt. All these things are still thoughts, feelings, but I started from there. So, and we need to basically see the unknown, or we're curious about the unknown, or like the other 6 things I said. And it's all because it's just something that somebody was basically developing as an emotion, and then they were basically determining what they were gonna do. So a human, all they can think about is, well, damn, why did that person do that, basically? So AKA, what is in his mind, what happened to him, what was in his mind, and what he basically came to in order to even come up with that action that he took. And this is what's gonna have people question your action based on association and reality and coming together. Even though we as humans do that in a negative way, we should do that where it's more like community. Not only community when it benefits a party, so it's only 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We need to just come together and just be like, okay, what you think, or what you think, or this and that. But you still got people separated based on how they structure in their reality, their culture, religion, and then they're separate. So now everybody's just on different pages. The whole time, though, the people group that's getting all the energy is the people that y'all that made, or that's keeping up with the language to know what is the art of the language? Oh, English language arts phase. So what's the actual energy behind what they're all conversing about? So this is why everybody's separate, but there's still some people that's together, grouped, that still end up trumping over all y'all. So so I digress. You know what I'm saying? Don't get tricked. Don't get lost into, you know, the negative so much. Just think about it like, damn, there's a human here that's capable of doing this in this world that's put on to us, got something that we just agreed to. So I mean, put on as in we agreed to it at some point, but in a world that we didn't know why we got money. So it's like we wasn't in on this. This is why you gotta really know what religious people gotta know what they mean, but a lot of people gotta know what they mean when it comes into, oh, how could a person like do that basically? But it's like everybody's not bad. You know what I'm trying to say? Like ain't nobody like why are you looking at this individual human like they're bad? Now some people, you know what I'm saying, but I'm saying what idea, what spirit, we all here, what spirit was accumulated that was supported by this world put onto us that person might have just got triggered with or got trained of thought or naturally selected with. And since they allowed it or they got it, they kept that shit going and they kept thinking about it over time. So that actually came into an event. But it's teamwork makes the dream work. But this is how we gotta look at situations. Just think about it like a spirit and him, his teamwork came together. So if an example could just be like this. If a person's always into what? Let's say like animals, right? Like me, I'm into animals, but I'm gonna do it in a negative way. But let's say a person's is into animals. They're gonna attract spirits, ideas, things to morph with it to basically enhance, so liking them even more, seeing even more animals, so they get put in situations because the state of being, they're already training more thoughts based on the spirit and it working together. Over time is going to accumulate until they probably going to see more animals, or they probably going to stumble across something at the zoo they never saw, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. But it's teamwork, because if it's just you by yourself, how the fuck are you channeling or giving your frequency out? You have to have something, whether you thinking it's a floating down word going around, or you know that it's just a space that's representing itself by using whatever you just put out, but it's still that spirit working with you. But anyway, not too much on that. Just know it's just universal and well-roundedness, not so much past, present, future. So it's all like a line, or it's like this. It's not like that. No, it's you're here. You can always go in the future potential. You can always go in the back, or you can always basically think within. That's going in the past. You can always project what's to come. That's what's going in the future. But you can project any fucking way you want. Like it's not in a certain way. But this is why humans enjoy, want, love, need, curious, want to learn why a fucking person did something in the first place. That's it. And this is why we like the unseen realms, and we like, or we fear them. So it just depends on the reason. But either way, it's just you wanting to go in somebody else's mind and see why they did that. And if not like that, because you feel too disgusted, or you feel like, no, I would never. Bitch, you still are curious. If you're in the situation I'm talking about, and you're reading about it or whatever happened, you're trying to see what was in that person's mind, or you're trying to see what they went through. You know what I'm saying? What conjured up this? You know what I'm saying? What other people do? Blah 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 blah. It's the reflector, y'all. Here to reflect. Y'all enjoy y'all goddamn Mars Day.